What if I told you that these glasses could potentially replace several things you use your phone every single day? We're talking about AI assistance, real-time translation, navigation, music, phone calls, all built into a pair of glasses. But here's the question I really wanted to answer. Are smart glasses actually useful? Or are they just another piece of technology that sounds amazing until you actually try to use them? Because there's one feature on these FITN AI Smart Glasses that surprised me more than anything else. And by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what that feature is and whether I think these glasses could actually become something people wear every day in the future. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe, and let's go ahead and jump right in. These are the FITN AI Smart Glasses, and at first glance, that's probably the most interesting thing about them. They really don't scream, "Hey, I'm wearing a computer on my face." They actually look like a relatively normal pair of glasses, but FITN has packed quite a few different features into this frame right here. You've got AI voice assistance, you got real-time translation, navigation assistance, open ear audio, hands-free calling, and Bluetooth 5.4 connectivity. And they're designed to give you access to those features without constantly pulling your phone out of your pocket and checking your phone and doing all that. Now, obviously you're still going to need your phone for certain functions. These aren't designed to completely replace your smartphone, obviously. Instead, the idea is to make your phone less intrusive, and that is where smart glasses start getting very, very interesting. Let's start with the feature that's probably going to get the most attention, and that's AI. The idea here is that instead of constantly reaching for your phone when you need information, you can interact with the AI assistant through the glasses. And think about how many situations that could potentially that be useful in. Maybe you're working on something and your hands are occupied. That happens to me all the time. But maybe you're, I don't know, walking somewhere. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you just have a quick question and don't want to stop what you're doing. Unlock your phone, open an app, and type it in. Having AI available through something you're already wearing changes the way you interact with it. And that's an important distinction. We've had voice assistants on phones for years, and when the assistant is literally sitting on your face, you don't have to go looking for it, obviously, because it's already there. And I think that's where this technology has some serious potential. Now, here's another feature that could be extremely useful for travelers, and that's real-time translation. Imagine you're traveling somewhere and someone is speaking a language you just don't understand. Traditionally, you would have to pull out your phone, open a translation app, and select the language, hold your phone up, and try to have a conversation through it. These glasses are designed to make that interaction more hands-free. And I can see this becoming useful in airports, restaurants, maybe hotels, public transportation, or even in the workplace when there's other people in there that speak in another language. But there's something important I do want to mention. With any AI translation product, I wouldn't automatically assume every translation is going to be perfect. Context, accents, background noise, and complicated phrases can all matter. So I would definitely test it before totally relying on it for anything extremely important. This is just going to help you get by. But for everyday communication, this could be one of the most practical reasons to own AI glasses. And then you got navigation assistance. This is another feature where the hands-free aspect makes a whole lot of sense. Think about walking around somewhere you've never been before. Normally, you're pulling out your phone to stare at it at your navigation app. You constantly have to fool your phone. You're looking at the road, trying to look back at your phone, which is very dangerous, by the way, and illegal in most states. And then you realize you walked or drove right past where you're supposed to turn. We've all done it, right? Being able to receive navigation assistance without constantly holding your phone could make walking around or driving around an unfamiliar area much more convenient. Again, I would still keep normal situational awareness and verify important directions, but as a convenience feature, I really like the concept of these AI glasses, hearing the navigation right here on my glasses, right here in the speaker in my ears. Now let's talk about something these can do that you might actually use more frequently than AI, and that is audio. FITN uses an open ear audio design with dual speakers. That means you can listen to music and other audio without having traditional earbuds sitting inside of your ears. And open ear audio has a big advantage, and that's situational awareness. And if I'm walking around outside, if I'm working, if I'm sitting in my office like I am right now, or doing something where I still need to hear what's happening around me, I don't necessarily want my ears completely blocked. These allow you to listen while still being able to hear your environment and hear people around you talking to them without your ears plugged up. Now, there is a trade-off. This isn't the same experience as putting on a giant pair of noise-canceling headphones and disappearing into your music. That's not really what we're trying to accomplish here with these AI glasses. The goal here is to have convenient audio built into something that you're already wearing, and that's a completely different use case. These glasses also have a ENC microphone for hands-free calling, and this is another feature that I think could make smart glasses useful in everyday life. Maybe just for example, your phone rings, and instead of immediately reaching into your pocket, you can potentially handle the conversation through your glasses. Now, how cool is that you can do that hands-free wherever you are without taking your phone out? You're basically combining something that you're wearing on your face with some of the functionality you normally expect from Bluetooth earbuds. Now, and if the microphone can keep your voice clear while reducing unwanted environmental noise, that makes the feature much more practical. For me, call quality is something I would specifically test in multiple environments. Inside a quiet room, it's easy. I'd also want to know how it performs outside or around other people, because that's where you really find out how useful the microphones are, by testing it yourself. I've tested them, they sound phenomenal, but for you yourself, make that test and make your own assumption. Connectivity is handled through a Bluetooth 5.4. That should give you fast pairing and a stable Bluetooth connection with your compatible device. And that's actually more important than it might sound. Smart glasses lose a lot of their convenience if you're constantly fighting connection problems, which can be extremely aggravating. Now, think about this. Imagine saying, "Hey AI, where's the nearest coffee shop?" And your glasses respond, "Nothing." Well, I guess we're not getting coffee. So connectivity matters, and Bluetooth 5.4 is nice to see on a product like this, because you got to be connected, obviously, with your device to get the features of this AI glasses. But here's something people might overlook when they're shopping for smart glasses, and that is comfort, okay? FITN describes these as lightweight and designed for extended wear, and they really are very comfortable. And that's very extremely important, because smart glasses could have the greatest AI system in the world, but if after 45 minutes you're doing this, taking them off, rubbing your face, all that, you're not going to wear them. Everybody knows that, right? So they have to be very comfortable, and FITN has done a good job. A good pair of smart glasses needs to disappear into your routine. And you should be able to wear them while you're working, while you're driving, walking, traveling, or just going about your normal day-to-day task. The technology becomes useful if the glasses themselves are comfortable enough that you actually want to keep wearing them. Now, this brings us to battery life. FITN advertises these as having a long-lasting battery designed to keep your music, calls, and AI functionality available throughout the day. Now, battery life with devices like this can vary considerably depending on what you're doing, obviously. Maybe you're listening to audio continuously isn't necessarily going to consume power at the same rate as occasionally using the AI assistants. So instead of only looking at a claimed battery number, I think the better question is, can they make it through your normal use? Because if you're going to rely on smart glasses throughout your day, the last thing you want is for them to die when you actually need them. So who would actually benefit from something like this? I think there are several groups of people that would benefit from AI smart glasses, and travelers could benefit from translation and navigation. People who make a lot of phone calls may appreciate having hands-free calling available without earbuds, and people who listen to podcasts, music, or other audio throughout the day could highly benefit from open ear speakers. And then you got people who simply love new technology, like me, because I'm a geek. AI wearables are getting very, very interesting, and we're slowly moving from AI being something you intentionally open to something that's simply available whenever you need it, sitting on your face. And smart glasses might be one of the most natural ways to accomplish that. Think about this, guys. This is the future. This is going to happen, and it's going to get more and more smart over time as these companies develop these AI glasses. But at the beginning of this video, I did ask a question. Are AI smart glasses actually useful, or are they just another piece of technology that sounds amazing until you try it? And I also told you there was one feature that surprised me the most. And for me, it's not actually the AI. It's the ability to combine all these smaller conveniences into one thing I'm already wearing. You've got your audio, you got your calls, you got your translation, you got navigation assistance, you got AI access, and that's what makes these interesting. It's not necessarily one feature replacing your phone, it's the possibility of reaching for your phone less often. And that could be safer while you're driving, guys. Think about that. And I think that's the real purpose of something like the FITN AI Smart Glasses. Now, are these going to completely replace your smartphone? You might ask yourself that. And the answer is no. But could smart glasses eventually become as normal as carrying a smartphone? Ask yourself that. After seeing what these companies are already putting into something that this small, I think that it's possible. And I'm curious what you think. Would you actually wear AI glasses every day? Or is this one piece of technology you're perfectly happy living without? Drop your answer down below, and I would love to hear your response to that question. Thank you, FITN, for sending me these AI smart glasses for me to do a video today and to give my honest opinion. I love them, guys. I'm at work, I unload trucks, and I'm going to use these to make Facebook Reels for my business while I'm working. You know, you'll be able to see my hands unloading the truck. That's what I'm going to use mine for mostly, but I will use it for navigation and things of that nature. So excited about these guys. So if you're looking for a budget-friendly pair of AI smart glasses, I would highly recommend these from FITN. See you next time.